Morning, guys. What's going on? We are in the Duramax headed to the lake, but today is kind of one of those got a few hours. I brought a couple fishing poles, but I don't think I'm really going to run or do anything serious about that. But today I left the Ranger bass boat at home and I got the Big Blue boat. As you can kind of see behind me, it towers over the back bed or back tailgate of my Duramax here. It's a 21-foot Grady White. Oop, gonna lose the camera. It's a 21-foot Grady White, and I've had it for under a year still. I picked it up middle of last year and ran it in the ocean, ran it around and stuff like that, and then I ended up blowing the motor. So stay tuned because we got a little repower back there, and today is break-in day. Alright guys, stay with me. Let's get to the lake, tow it over there, and put her in the water and just run her around the lake for a little bit. Maybe drop. So as I mentioned before, the Grady White that's behind me, I've had it, a little under a year now. Did a few rockfish trips, salmon trips, halibut trips out in the San Francisco Bay and out in the Pacific Ocean. And I mean, I love the hull. The hull is a great hull. I mean, it slices through water. It's a very dry ride. It's a 21-foot Grady White center console, and it is what I call the Big Blue boat. My Ranger is a red boat. This is the Big Blue boat, and it's an awesome little rig, right? So here's the story behind it. Back in 2018, middle of 2018, I purchased the boat, drove all the way to Arizona for it. Never done anything like that. I mean, as far as driving that far, I think the farthest that I've bought a boat from was like Visalia. So that's, for me, that's, just call it 5-6 hours. And then, so this boat came all the way from Arizona, and I live in Central California, in the capital of California, Sacramento. And so I drove, I think it was like the 12 hours to get down there, pick up the boat, and come back. Well, when I picked it up, it was powered with it was technically overpowered. It was powered with a 2005 Suzuki BF225, and I mean, the boat would get it. This boat was one of those like Florida style, you're hauling ass to the spot. I mean, it was almost like my bass boat. Obviously not as fast, but I mean, it was a 50-mile-an-hour boat for a 21-foot high side center console, and so it ran like it had duals on it. I hope I don't lose my camera here, but anyways, long story short, I ended up coming back one time in the ocean, and it felt weird. It just didn't feel right. It was a long run. It was about a almost an hour long run back from the ocean and into. Whoa, lost the motor, lost it. Oh crap. Okay, there we go. It was a long run, and the motor felt like it was overheating, and I was trying to figure out what the heck that was and what was causing it to overheat. So I, kind of took a look at it. Well, lo and behold, the motor blew. So I ended up blowing that BF250 Suzuki, and it was honestly cheaper to repower rather than rebuild it. Labor-wise. So, being that it was an overpowered motor or outboard on the hull, I went and picked up a 2007 Honda 225 that was also a blown motor, but had a factory warranty 0-hour power head on it, and that's what's on the back of this bad boy right now. That's what's hanging back there, and that is what we are going to break in today. A basically new to me hull, new to me motor, 0 hour motor, and on the head, and we're gonna get this ready for 2020 fishing season. So I think the ocean's gonna open up for bottom fish in less than a month. Then comes salmon, then comes halibut, and everything in between. So stay with me, guys. I know that's a long intro. I am literally driving in tow mode, going to the lake right now. I'm gonna run it on Folsom Lake, just to run it and you know, be close to home, and then give you guys a little tour of the boat. All right, let's get on the water. Alright, and we're on the boat now. So, pretty smooth little launch going on there. And this is the Grady. It's a little dirty right now, so you can see behind me I got a couple of deck brushes. I'm gonna go run around a little bit, put a few minutes on the motor, and start scrubbing her down, and then I'll give definitely give you guys a walk around. But it's a little dirty right now, so we're gonna go run it around, blow through a little bit of the wind. I mean, I wish I came out yesterday when it was windy and I could at least have a little bit of chop just to... I don't need glass. I don't like glass on a big ocean boat. You gotta have kind of like rough stuff, right? Anyways, we are at 0.3 hours on the motor so far. So we are definitely gonna start our break-in. Gonna start off slow, kind of just idle around, and then we're gonna also go into the 1,000 to 2,000 range, and then go into the 3,000, then the 4,000, and depending on time, see how far up in the upper RPMs we can get her. I don't really want to do it too hard, too fast right now, so stay with me. All right, let's go drive it around. Alrighty, ooh, bad lighting. Alright, so horrible lighting, huh, guys? We are exactly 1 hour into the break-in of this motor. Now, let me kind of sit back and kind of talk to you about this motor. So, that motor right there is a 2007 Honda BF225, and it came to me with 0 hours on the power head. So obviously not on the entire outboard itself, but on the power head there was 0 hours. It was a warranty, I don't know, warranty or something. Well, it has a warranty, brand new power head swap, and it is running good. So check this out. We are literally at 1.0 hours. You can get that, 1.0 hours. And I've taken it through a few of the power ranges. You know, I took it into, you know, the normal 1 to 2,000. Then I took it into the 2,000 to 3,000, kind of fluctuated through there. And for the first time, I just ran it at about 4,000 to 4,500, just for a little bit, and the boat freaking moves, man. It's so calm. I mean, it's a calm day out here, anyways, though. But it is a comfortable boat. So we're gonna try to put another, I think I got time for another half hour maybe at the most of some run time. So let's take that little 250 for another run. We're gonna go right now. We just came from the South Fork. I'm gonna run up the North Fork, go up to the 5 mile an hour and back. So all right, put a few more minutes on the boat. Alright guys, so Got about an hour, I don't know, a little over an hour on the motor now. Again, took it from the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 up to the 5,000. Boat good, runs really good. That Honda on the back there, first time for me having a Honda, and it feels good. Feels good. Feels right. Feels like it's supposed to be on the boat. And so let's just kind of take a look at the boat real quick. Again, it's a 21-foot Grady White, and it is rigged for Canyon electric downriggers. I got a pair of those. Running 2 Lowrance HDS 12s, and actually I use the left one for navigation and the right one for down and for 2D sonar. Obviously running a radio antenna for the ocean and communication out there and whatnot. But other than that, it's a pretty simple setup. There's not a lot of bells and whistles on it. I mean, I got 2 front coolers, an 80 and 100 quart front cooler. It is center console, running again the 12s. Very simple, nothing, no bells and whistles or anything like that. Quite a bit of storage, I guess you would say. And it is a very, very, very smooth riding boat. So you can kind of see the back view, the layout and whatnot. Got the nice Honda purring a little bit right now. It's been running for a little bit. Check the P, and it's warm, but it's not hot, so we're good there. And yeah, so we are going to be having some adventures on this boat. I'm basically done with this whole break-in thing. I think I'm good to go. I'm going to run it back, get it back on the trailer, show you the outside look, and get home to the family. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for a little bit right now. We have been riding the old Grady White for a little bit, and we are going to head on back to the dock, get on the trailer, and put this bad boy away, because what's coming up, although yes, saltwater's coming up, but we got some bass stuff coming again. We've got an archery shoot coming, and we've got turkey season coming. It's gonna be a fun year. 2020 should be a fun year. Hopefully we can put away all the crap and the BS and just start having fun, stacking stuff, putting fish in the boat and having fun. So hopefully I can keep you guys entertained, keep you guys sticking along with me, and try to get as much content to you guys. Solo hunt fish, sharing our lifestyle outdoors. It is not about me being by myself, although yes, right now I am by myself. But solo hunt fish is not about me being by myself. It's about sharing our outdoor lifestyle. So, we're gonna do it. So you're gonna see a bunch of my buddies on this video, on these channels, and you're gonna see us just kind of doing what we do outdoors. It's not limited to fishing. It's not limited to hunting. It is everything outdoors. I appreciate you guys. Let's go get this boat on the trailer. Alright guys, so we lost power. I'm almost to the boat, but now I'm having to row. I have 0 power in this boat right now. Can't get the motor to go. I'm 30 feet from the shore trying to paddle there. Hey, bro. I'm trying to look behind the boat. It's all good. Hey, bro, you think you can help me just tow me into the dock? Oh, thanks, bro. Well, after paddling for about 30 minutes, the bass boat behind me came around the corner on the point. So I did what every guy doesn't like and asked for help. So he's gonna come over here, and that guy right there, he's gonna come over here and tow me in. I'm like an eighth of a mile from the dang dock. This sucks. So now we're getting towed in, and the dock's like right there. This freaking sucks. Alright guys, a little bit of a stressful time frame. We're back home at the house, as you can see, and the boat is away and back in its spot where it sits and sleeps and stuff like that. But man, that was so stressful. A little rundown of what happened. Basically lost power to the boat. As I was coming back from the North Fork after running, an hour and a half, hour 1.4 hours on the boat and putting some hours on it and breaking it in, and man, the boat ran well. I mean, at one point I was hitting 5 grand and doing a little about 45 miles per hour, and in that big of a boat, it's pretty darn good. so doing that fast in that big of a boat was pretty darn good, and then all of a sudden, it just didn't like me. I started losing power and in the motor itself, and then voltage started dropping really hard on the boat. So I think I have two things going on with the boat. One, obviously battery, something's wrong with batteries, or there's some type of electrical problem. And then the second one is going to be a fuel problem, because as I was losing power on the motor itself, I went to the back and pumped the primer bulb, and it was soft, and then I'd pump it and then wait for it to get hard, and then I'd run it a little bit, and then I'd go back to pump it again, and it's soft again. So I got an air leak somewhere in that fuel. So that tells me why I was struggling and losing power coming back. And then the voltage thing, the last time I checked the Lowrances, it was at like 8.5 volts, and the Lowrances started kind of wigging out. So I shut them off to protect them, and I obviously have a voltage problem. I have a feeling, I honestly do have a feeling that it is the batteries, and the batteries are not holding their charge. So, a couple of things we got to do, but I mean, that's the boat, and I have some stuff that I got to figure out with it. So, anyways, yep, we're back at home, safe and sound, thank goodness. And I mean, the Honda did well. I mean, it did so good. And felt good and all that stuff, but I'll tell you here, this is what I'm dealing with. Watch. Dead. Absolutely dead. And it's the batteries. I don't think that's the motor, but it's dead. So, anyways, you guys, thanks for sticking with me through this video of trying to break in my new to me outboard motor. Broke it in. I got about an hour and a half on it. Got a workout paddling. I was paddling for about 40 minutes. Made it a good 20-30 feet, and then I just gave up and flagged down a bass boat guy, fellow bass fisherman Bobby Otsuka, helped me out. So shout out to Bobby out there for getting me a little quick tow into the dock. Thank God I was inside the 5 mile an hour area. So we are safe and sound. Boat is in, and we are done for the day. You guys have a good one. Thanks for, like I said, TJ Solo Hunt Fish on Instagram and Solo Hunt Fish on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and notification and notification button, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, guys.